Hey, hello, hello, good morning from Cambodia. I'm back home, which means I have a much better connection. Welcome to this live lesson for Sade, the sweetest taboo. This theme stream and this week's lesson are both Sade songs. The lesson for No Ordinary Love will be out Sunday for the public. It's already available for patrons here on YouTube, and both of these Sade songs were voted in by patrons. So we're going to learn Sweetest Taboo, and I'm going to put some chords on the screen for you and some chord patterns and shapes on the screen and some strums and like some little samples of lyrics over chords. Yeah, so holler at me if you're live. Say hey in the chat box. Where are you tuning in from? It is sort of unseasonably cloudy and overcast here today. Maybe we're going to get a little rain. I don't know. And I was just listening again to the bridge of this song because it kind of trips me up. Oh, look who's here. Steve, Tracy, and Demi. Hi. Don't forget to hit the like button, too. So you guys, Sade is a flippin' vibe, right? When I was organizing this song and I put it in like the library for patrons, there's all these decade folders, and this song is from the 80s, but it's so timeless. Like everything Sade did and does has this like timeless and just super cool sound. When I was listening to these songs yesterday, I thought, I wonder when Gen Z is going to get a hold of Sade. I saw like a meme or tweet or something like that about another artist recently, like something from too long ago for Gen Z kids to know about it. But then when they just kind of like that Kate Bush song that became really popular, especially No Ordinary Love, man, that's such a cool song. So anyway, we're gonna learn this song, Sweetest Taboo. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put the chord shapes up, and I'm gonna put my lipstick on because I was practicing. Here you go. Not too bad. I was practicing the bridge over and over. And then suddenly the timer was out, and it was time for me to go live stream, and I'm like, crap. I still don't really have it. The other thing about Sade songs that I've discovered is it's like a groove. They plug in a groove. So in Sweetest Taboo and No Ordinary Love, you'll see when you watch the lesson, it's like you plug in one groove, and then it's almost like they just let Sade do whatever she wants after that, which makes it really hard to learn the melodies for these songs. I have a feeling, and I kind of want to look it up, I have a feeling that a lot of these songs were written in an improvised way. Like, they would stick the groove in on the studio and, like, let Sade do her thing, and then they would probably stop and go, hey, that one, she would say, like, that one was cool, I like that one, let's use that one. Like, she probably sings it different every time. I'm just guessing. And I kind of want to, if we have a little break in the action, I will look up, like, the history of how these songs were made, because that's the nature of them. It makes them really difficult to sing. Not as difficult to learn, but difficult to sing. So this arrangement is half a step down from the original, just to make the chords a bit simpler for you. So these chords here are half a step down. The original key is B flat minor. These are in A minor. So if you want to play in the original key, you will use Capo 1, or let me type in, no, I'll put them in the caption later, the corresponding chords, like the chords that match these but are half a step up, so it's the original key. So we have A minor 7, E minor 7, F, G, and D minor 7. So it's nice. They're like all kind of familiar friends, I think. Familiar friends. Hi, JC Chode. I'm trying to say hey to everybody. Okay. So what are we doing? Right. So we have a repeated chord riff for most of the song, and I'll put that on the screen now. So that is over here. It is A minor 7 for 2, E minor 7 for 2, F for 3. This is where it's like a little teeny bit tricky. And E minor 7 for 1. So in these bars, in between the forward slashes, we have 4 beats. Most songs are in 4/4. If they're ever not in 4/4, like I make it really clear in the lesson and on the PDF. So this is A minor 7 for 2, E minor 7 for 2, F for 3, and E minor 7 for 1. I wrote the F twice because often this third F doesn't line up with a lyric. It comes after a lyric when there's no lyrical line being sung. So when I put it over the lyrics in the arrangement, I wanted to remind you that there's a third F, that we're not doing like 2 for each one, if you know what I mean. So just strumming down, 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor 7, E minor 7, F, F, E. A minor 7, E minor 7, F, F, E. A minor 7, E minor 7, F, F, E. If I tell you now, for example. So like, that's kind of it. I mean, there's the bridge. There's the complicated to sing bridge. If you like want like a really super simple version of this song, you got it. That's it, right? Simple, not necessarily easy, Sade. For the bridge, I'm gonna put up the bridge. Actually, no, let me close this one, and I'm gonna put up the lyrics, like a little lyric section of the chord. Is that it? Yeah. So this chord progression, put it down here, whoops. And then I'm gonna put this over here. Okay, so this chord progression is for the verses and the choruses. Everything just kind of mushes together with her until they change the chords. But if you have to call it something, the chorus is the sweetest taboo part, of course. And then all of the other things are verses. So for example, that's the if I tell you now sections, and the quiet storm section. And then at the end, it's kind of the outro. It's the you're the biggest heart thing with Christmas and New Year's Eve and all that stuff in it. We're using this chord progression the whole time, except for the bridge, and we'll get to that later. So just a little example, strumming down with some lyrics. I'm going to do the chorus for you. You can follow along with me if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll just do the chord progression here to warm up. Actually, let me move this so you can see my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor 7, E minor 7, F, F again, E, A minor 7, E minor 7, F. Here we go. You give me the sweetest taboo. Now we take a break. Keep playing the groove. You're giving me the sweetest taboo. Too good for me. So that's an example of the lyrics with the chord progression for the chorus. I'm going to play the whole thing later with all of the lyrics. I don't think I did do the bridge with the lyrics, but I think it didn't even occur to me to do a verse. We're going to do that whole thing later. So, the tricky thing is the chorus each time in this song is like the phrasing of the melody is a little bit different. It's that kind of improvisational sounding style that Sade has. So, just FYI, like it's a little bit all over the place, but that's why it's so cool. Okay, so let's talk about the bridge. It's on my face. Here we go. Okay. So the chords are really simple. The like structure of it. It's just hard. It's kind of tricky to sing. Okay, so we have G for 4 and then 4 again. So G for 8 and D minor 7 for 8. And we do that line 2 times to play the bridge. So the bridge part is the do anything for you. I stand out in the rain. Which like Sade, I mean, I love you, Sade, but come on, standing out in the rain is not that hard. It's not that difficult. Maybe walk through fire or something like that. Walk on hot coals. Walk on glass. I don't know. Stand out in the cold. The rain's not that bad, right? Okay, let me take a sip of coffee and then I will do it with the lyrics. I will try to do it with the lyrics. I keep messing up the second line. I got fuel up. Okay. Oh, let's just play the chords one time, and then I'll do the lyrics. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. G, G, D minor 7. G, D minor 7. With the lyrics, and then notice what I'm doing. Ooh, notice what I'm doing here with like kind of the dynamic of the chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do anything for you. I stand out in the rain. Anything you want me to do. I missed it. Oh, see, I missed that one. Shoot. This is so hard because this line, if you see, this line comes with the G, and the one that you just did, the way it's phrased, comes with the D minor 7. So this like line, this last line, don't let it slip away, comes sooner than we think it's going to come. And this is what I was practicing right before I started the live stream, and I'm like, crap, still don't really have this. Let me try it again. Wait. Do anything for you. I stand out in the rain. Anything you want me to do, don't let it slip away. Okay. I've got the idea. The idea you can get in your head is, don't let it slip away. The nature, the meaning of this lyric is like, ooh, get that. Ooh, wait. So it's like you're coming in early before it slips away. What was I going to say? Yes. So I'm trying a little thing that they kind of do in the production with the horns. There's really prominent like horns that play these chords, and they start softly and then they kind of blare. So I'm trying to do that a little bit with my strumming. Like I start softly and then get louder. I stand out in the rain. Anything you want me to do, don't let it slip away. Just an idea. Just a little idea for something to do. Okay, but Brooke, you say, are we just going to strum down the whole time? Well, you certainly may if you would like to. It totally works. So for strum patterns and stuff, if you do just strum down, or you can even strum just once for A minor 7 and E minor 7, and then the first F, and then you go F, E minor 7. So it would be 1, 2, F, F, E, A minor, E minor, that's actually mimicking the real song. Because there's a keyboard or something, and it's just playing these chords. Plunk, 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 plunk. So that's like really authentic for the original production. If you want to follow more like the percussion, which is totally nuts in this song, it's very complicated. But it is a subdivided beat rhythm, meaning instead of counting it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we are counting it 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And I have some strum stuff for you. So I just talked about this one that's on the first line that's just strumming down, and it mimics the original keyboard riff, but they got some more complicated things here, and I'm like, what even are these that I'm looking at? I wrote them the other day, and I don't remember. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Okay, got it. Let me move this. It might have to be on my face for a second so you can see my hand. Wait, I'll just put it here. So you can see both of my hands. So this first line under more complicated strums. 1, I'm just demonstrating it for you. 1, 2, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Down, down. Because we have to play that F and E minor 7, right? Down, up, chunk. Down, down. Actually, put the chord riff back up. Okay. 1, 2. I'll play with the chord riff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Down, down. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, down, up. I didn't switch chords. More coffee, please. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Down, down. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Down, down. With a little teeny, I'll do like 2 lines of the first verse so you can hear it with lyrics. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a. If I tell you now. Down, down, down. Will you keep on loving me? So that one sounds kind of cool. This is a super, super, super rhythmic song. So as much like funk you can put into it. Let's go. Okay, the second one is down, down, up, down, up. Yep, it's basic strum 2, but then it's altered at the end so you can fit in that F and E minor 7. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to play it with just A minor 7 first to show it, and then I'll put the chords in like I did for the other one. This is the second line strum. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Whoop. Wait, what is the second part of this? Down, up, chunk, down, down. Okay. The second bar of this is down, up, chunk, down, down. The whole thing. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, chunk, down, down. I think if I don't think about it, then it's easier for me to do. This is why, and if you know the channel well, you know I don't like strum patterns, but I know everyone else likes them. So I'm giving you down, down, up, down, up, down, up, chunk, down, down. Ooh, it's like adding, it's just making basic strum 2 that's so familiar to me and a lot of people just that much harder. I'm going to try it with the chords. Down, down, up, down, up, down, chunk, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, chunk, down, down. Okay, I got it. Down, up, down, up, down, up, chunk, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, chunk, down, down. If I tell you, I already started doing another pattern. This is what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I tell you now, will you keep on loving me? Okay, so obviously, I keep going back to the first line. So obviously for me, in this song, the one that feels the most natural is the first line. I'm just trying to give you a lot of options, because if y'all want strum patterns, I'm gonna like load you up with them. So one of them clicks for you and you go, oh, this one's for me, you know? The last one down here is actually just basic strum 2, but it's like the regular expression of it, because it works really well for the bridge. Because in the bridge, the chords are moving at a really slow pace. We're staying on one chord longer than for this other part of the song. So you can use basic strum 2 for that bridge part. Where's the bridge thing? This thing. Come over here. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, G, D. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, G. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. In the rest of the song, it's this very like syncopated, super rhythmic and like spicy rhythm. And then when the bridge comes, it is a bit like you're standing out on the rain. Like the clouds have broken. It's like this expansive kind of release thing, like jumping into the water, jumping off the cliff. It's kind of like a moment with these like bigger, longer chords held out and stuff. So it sounds nice to use like a really open strum, like basic strum 2 that has these first 2 beats, just the down, down, after doing a lot of like really rhythmic stuff for the rest of the song. So I like to play either just the down, down thing or the first line, down, up chunk, down, up chunk. I think that's the one I like. Yeah. I think it's easier to keep that weird F, E minor 7 thing at the end in line with this one for me, because it's not as complicated as the second one. And then I like to use basic strum 2 on the third line here, on the bridge. Just little notes. The end of this song, they have a long kind of outro jam thing that's only on one chord, A minor 7. But if you want to, because you're doing more acoustic style and you don't have all the instrumentation and stuff, you can keep playing the riff instead of playing only A minor 7, and then just end on A minor 7. So, with that said, I'm going to try to play the whole thing. It's going to be a little tricky. Oh, let's talk about the transition from the chorus to the bridge real quick. Where is that one? And the strums are going to go away. Okay. So, you guys, wait, let me finish talking about this. It might be on my face again. No, it'll be over. Oops, that's me. Don't want to move me. This one. Okay, let me put this here. So you can see this transition. Like, it's fairly simple. It's just because the melody lines are so difficult that it's kind of tricky. So this is not exactly the same chorus in the beginning, but it's the same chords. I mean, as in the actual thing. It's on the sheet. It's on the PDF. But it's not on this one. That said, I haven't put the PDF on Gumroad yet because I wanted to make sure there were no mistakes during this live stream. So far, it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong. Yay! So I'll put up the PDF on Gumroad, as well as the No Ordinary Love one. Might do a little Sade package because there's also Smooth Operator on the channel. If you want to get it, you can also join on Patreon to access the song sheet. And with that said, I want to say big thank you to VIP patrons and to all my patrons for co-producing these live streams and all the lesson videos with me. Thank you for your support so much. If you're interested in checking out what's available on Patreon or like anything else around the internet, Uke Revolution related, you can check the caption below and all the links are there. You can find all the links on Linktree for all kinds of stuff. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so this is what I was doing. I'm going to play through this chorus. I'll probably add some lyrics at the end because this is not exactly like the one that comes before it in the actual song, and then go into the bridge. So it's really seamless. You're just playing F, E minor 7, you immediately start playing G. There's nothing weird. It's just that they're switching gears so quickly with the melody and the lyrics, that's kind of weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me the sweetest taboo. You give me the sweetest taboo. It's good for me. G, do anything for you. I stand out in the rain. Anything you want me to do, don't let it slip away. It's so tricky. Sade is so tricky to play and sing, which is why I recommend it, even for myself, because I'm still like in the process of learning these really, these Sade songs. Strum down. Strum down. Just be a keyboard player. Just be a keyboard player. Don't be a percussionist. Okay. I want to play the whole thing. I'll put these back up in case somebody's following along with just the little chords here. I tell you what, I have No Ordinary Love pretty solid because I had to play it about 50 times yesterday to get a good recording for the lesson. Oh, it's giving me grief. That song is like, it's more complicated in a way, but not, I don't know. Okay, I wanted to take a little break before playing it and see if that I can find any information about like the creation of either one of these songs real quick on Wikipedia. So everybody have a hydration station. The sun's starting to burn up the clouds a little bit here in Cambodia. I just want to see what we can find. Okay, sweetest bamboo wiki. If we can find anything interesting. Fun fact, did you know Sade's real name is Helen? I think it's so cute. That was my grandmother's name, my mom's mom. Nothing on here. Nothing of note. Let's see, Sade herself. History, blah, blah, blah. Okay, band members, legacy. I don't know. I'm not really seeing anything. Usually there's something interesting about like the making of a song in pop music. Nothing about Sweetest Taboo. Where is, I'm trying to find one for No Ordinary Love. You give me the sweetest taboo. Okay, how about this one? Oh, this is a 90s song. My bad. I think I put it in the 80s folder. I thought they were both from like around the same time. There's not really anything. This is No Ordinary Love is on the 500 best songs of all time from the Rolling Stone thing. They just have performance and reception. She's so mysterious. She's not telling us anything about the making of the song. Okay, maybe I'll find something later. All right, let's play the whole thing. If you're just tuning in, we are about to play Sweetest Taboo. And yeah, I'm all strummed down for this first time. This will be the dress rehearsal, and then I might do it again, depending how this goes. So we're just playing this repeated chord riff almost the whole time, and I will yell out when the bridge is coming in. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor 7, E minor 7, F, F, E, A minor 7. If I tell you now, will you keep on loving me? If I tell you how I feel, will you keep bringing down the best in me? You give me the sweetest taboo. Dress rehearsal strum. You're giving me the sweetest taboo. Too good for me. There's a quiet storm, and I never felt like this before. There's a quiet storm, that is you. There's a quiet storm, and I never felt this high before. Giving me something that's taboo. I'm changing my page. Okay. You give me the sweetest taboo. That's why I'm in love with you. You give me the sweetest taboo. Sometimes I think you're just too good for me. Here comes the bridge. G, do anything for you. I stand out in the rain. Anything you want me to do, don't let it slip away. Ooh, that might be the best I've done the bridge, yay. There's a quiet storm that never felt like this before. There's a quiet storm, I think it's you. There's a quiet storm, and I never felt this high before. Giving me something that's taboo. What's next? You give me the sweetest taboo. That's why I'm in love with you. You're giving me the sweetest taboo. Too good for me. Oh my gosh. This lyric section, I don't know. You got the biggest heart. Sometimes I think you're just too good for me. Every day is Christmas, and every night is a New Year's Eve. Will you keep on loving me? Will you keep on bringing out the best in me? Okay. Hey, high five. High five. I think that went that went a lot better than I thought it was going to. You know why? Because it's just strumming down. When you start trying to bring in some of the rhythm, then it gets a little bit more difficult. And so what I'm going to do is take a little break, get a drink of water, get a drink of coffee, and then we're going to do the opening night performance. And I'm going to use a subdivided beat strum. I don't know which one. I don't know which one I'm going to use because I'm going to do whatever is like natural, coming naturally for me. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Yes. So the thing about singers like Sade, her style of singing is, it's almost like breathing meditation. If you sing in this style where it's like she doesn't use any vibrato, so you're constantly going that like just pushing air out kind of singing style. You have to breathe a lot. You have to think about your breathing a lot. You end up taking a lot of deep breaths so you can do these like longer held notes, because when you're using vibrato, it makes you be able to control your breath a little more, and this is kind of just like spilling everything out of your lungs. So it becomes almost like a breathing meditation, these songs. It's really cool. Like in that way, it's really like beneficial for you. It makes you breathe maybe a little bit more than like other styles of singing. And the other one, I'm trying to think of another, like there's a few other songs that I always go, oh, that's good breathing meditation, let me do it. One of them is Stars by Simply Red. Whenever I would perform that, like I used to play it on gigs a lot, and I would be like, wow, I feel like I just did a 5-minute breathing meditation. I just did a bunch of like box breathing. Because it's these like long held out notes, where you're just kind of dumping all the air out. It's good for you. It's good for you. Thanks, Sade. Like spilling it out instead of forcing it out. You should never be forcing it out. Okay, let me see. So I think I tend to do, like I said, the first line of that strum pattern, but I actually add a little bit on the end. I'm not really sure why I picked this one, maybe because it's a little bit simpler. Whoa, there I go again. Than what I'm actually doing, but this first line, down, up chunk, down, up chunk, down, up chunk, down, down. I tend to put another, down, up chunk, up. I tend to do like, for the 2 chunk sections, the little X's, I tend to add the same thing, that little up and then up, chunk, up, down, up, chunk, up. But it sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't. I'm still moving my hand, and sometimes the hand hits the strings. I don't know. I don't know. But I can't promise that's what I'm going to keep doing. A minor 7, E minor 7, F, F, E, A minor 7, E minor 7, F. If I tell you now, will you keep on loving me? If I tell you how I feel, will you keep bringing out the best in me? You give me the sweetest taboo. You're giving me the sweetest taboo. Too good for me. There's a quiet storm, and I never felt like this before. There's a quiet storm, that is you. There's a quiet storm, but never felt this hot before. Giving me something that's taboo. Almost turned it. You gave me the sweetest taboo. That's why I'm in love with you. You give me the sweetest taboo. Sometimes I think you're just too good for me. Bridge. Do anything for you. I stand out in the rain, and the thing you want me to do, don't let it slip away. Ooh, I'm so happy for myself. There's a quiet storm, and I never felt like this before. There's a quiet storm, I think it's you. Take a little break. There's a quiet storm, and I never felt this hot before. Give me something that's taboo. You give me the sweetest taboo. That's why I'm in love with you. You're giving me the sweetest taboo. Too good for me. You get the biggest heart. Sometimes I think you're just too good for me. Every day is Christmas, and every night is New Year's Eve. You keep on loving me. Oh, shoot. I got hung up on my strum, so I forgot to sing. Will you keep on bringing out the best in me? And then they just do this. They just do this to fade. That's it. I found out on my trip to Thailand that I just came back from and played on a few different stages. I found out that sometimes I do as an improv or like stage hype lyric. I go a, and the other people that are jamming with me think I'm calling out a chord. They're like a. Like no, I'm just saying a. A. Like, I gotta change that. What could I say? Can't say E. I can say I, O, or U, but don't say A or E when you're on stage. People think it's a chord. What was I gonna do? Oh, so both times I played this, I did not get you got the biggest heart line right. So actually, I'm gonna play verse 4, the outro verse, one more time, just to have like a clean copy. A clean copy of You Got the Biggest Heart of that section. Well, let me see. I'm gonna come from the last line of the chorus before. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's good for me. You got the It comes later than I think, doesn't it? You got the biggest heart. Let me see. You got yes. Okay, it comes right after the one. You got the biggest heart, right? You got the biggest heart. 1, 2. You got the biggest heart. Okay, it comes after the 2, the second A minor 7, and I was doing it a little bit too early. Okay, I'm doing the same thing again. The last line of the chorus into verse 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Too good for me. You got the biggest heart. Sometimes I think you're just too good for me. Yay, I did it. F-E. Every day is Christmas, and I just play the wrong chord. We keep on loving me. Ah, ah. Okay, got it. So it comes a little bit later, I think, than we're used to. Like in the chorus, the "You Give Me" comes right after the first beat. You give me. And this one comes a beat later. It comes right after the second beat of A minor 7. You got the biggest heart. Sometimes I think you're just too good for me. And I want to do this next one because I'm not doing something right. Every day is Christmas, and every night is a New Year's Eve. And don't use, okay, my garage band's yelling at me about something. Okay, I think that was it. I think that was it, guys, for Sweetest Taboo. Let me see. I'm just checking if there's anything I didn't really note. I'm going to put the original key chords in the caption later, and I'm going to put the song sheet up on Gumroad. Yeah, that's it. What else? What else is going on, you guys? I feel like I was going to tell you a story and I don't remember. I don't know. I just came back from playing in Thailand. Stuff happened. I don't know. It was cool. It was really cool. I feel like it was like a song. There was some song. What was it? Some song I was going to mention, or think while you drink. No, I don't think there was anything in particular. I really think there was like some particular story I was going to tell you. Now I can't remember. Nope, I got nothing. I got nothing. Okay, you guys, that is it for Sweetest Taboo. Sade, please click like if you didn't yet on the way out. And I love you so much for tuning in. I love you so much for tuning in. Thanks for being here, everybody, and playing along. If you have any questions, let me know too. And yeah, I'll just leave the stream running with the goodbye screen for a minute. If anything comes up in the chat, I'll be hanging out. Yeah, I appreciate you being here. Thanks, guys. So happy to be back with a good connection and sound system. Yahoo! See you later. Bye.